Shukran. Started going like
American writer and anthropologist Zara Neale Hurston says, research is formalized curiosity. It is spoken and private with a purpose. Good morning to everyone present here. I'm Deepak from India. We have gathered here for one-day national conference, MANEGMA 2023. Let's begin the event by invoking the blessings of God. May I now call upon Sinchana Gagan to lead us into prayers.
ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀವೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ನೀ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀವೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ನೀ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀವೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀವೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಾರಂಭದಿ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ಕಾರ್ಯಪಾಲಿ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀವೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾರಂಭದಿ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ವಿದ್ಯೆಪಾಲಿ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯೆಪಾಲಿ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀವೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಭಜನಾರಂಭದಿ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ಭಜನೆ ಪಾಲಿ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಭಜನೆ ಪಾಲಿ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀವೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ನೀ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀವೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ನೀ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀವೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀವೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ.
Thank you, Mr. Steinberg. May I now request Professor Venkatesh Amin, the Institute of Management and Commerce, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning, all, and a warm welcome to Srinivas University Institute of Management and Commerce. MANEGMA 2023 is a hybrid one-day national conference which is going to be held today. Is the topic of recent trends in management, social sciences, and technology. I welcome all of you on behalf of the management team as well as staff and students. His Excellency Chancellor Dr. C.A. Raghavendra Rao established the Shamrao Foundation to achieve his stated aim of transforming society through quality education, which will be in harmony with the social, economic, and ecological environmental development. His firm belief was the driving force of creating Srinivas Group of Colleges under the umbrella of A. Shamrao Foundation. Dr. C.A. Raghavendra Rao Sir has unique and focused approach towards life. He dons different hats in his service to the cause of nation building. He is successful chartered accountant with offices in 7 cities across India. He is a hotelier par excellence and has created one of the first and the finest 3-star hotel with a vegetarian restaurant as its hallmark. He has most notable contributions have been in molding the careers of thousands of students through the chain of colleges imparting professional education in such varied fields as engineering, medicine, physiotherapy, hotel management, business management, computer applications, nursing, and pharmacy. His dedication and excellence in this field makes him a completely person of par excellence and has set an example to his clients, staff, students, and admirers. Sir, on behalf of all of us here, we welcome you, sir. Now, I would like to welcome Sri Nisar Fakir Ahmad, Director KCCI and Managing Director Postal Groups. Sri Nisar Fakir Ahmad is postgraduate in Business Administration, MBA Marketing, qualified from a reputed institute in Chennai, with an experience of more than 30 years in the field of fish oil and fish meal industry. Sir, you have been doing a wonderful job in terms of the business growth and the contribution to the society. Sir, currently you are the Managing Director of Coastal Exports Corporation, Managing Director of Coastal Harvest Proteins India Private Limited, Managing Partner of Crystal Fields Products India Limited, Managing Partner of Coastal Aquatic Proteins, Managing Partner of Coastal Exports and Chief Executive Officer of Coastal Fisheries, exporting to 28 countries, having 2 units in Baikampati as well as in Kullara. You also have 300 employees working under you. Having a corporate, a corporate office at Foodshed Road in Bangalore with a team which is highly energetic and business-minded with skills and capacities to do business in Bangalore. So your organization has many certificates to its credit, and in fact, you have great connectivity with various industries, institutes, like your part of Kerala Chamber of Industries and Commerce, your Honorary Secretary of Delhi Chamber of Commerce and Industries, your Treasurer, Joint Secretary of Muslim Educational Institution Federation, Assistant Correspondent to Badriya Educational Institution, Bangalore, Director, Minute Credit Cooperative Society Limited, Honorary General Secretary of Minorities Guidance Forum, you are a Treasurer of Akhil Bharati Bihari Parishad of Bangalore, Honorary Secretary of HKE Baba Memorial Trust, and many more. You are a life member of Muslim Central Committee of Bangalore and Udupi districts, life member of Kerala Chamber, Kerala Small Industries Association. We welcome you to this annual conference. Dr. Sripati Kaluraya, sir. Professor Sripati Kaluraya, Professor of Economics, former Chairman, Department of Economics, Bangalore University, and former Finance Officer of Bangalore University, has teaching experience in economics and rural development, both for graduation and post-graduation classes in the last 36 years. Presently, he is the director of the Dr. P. Dayanand Pai and Sri P. Satish Pai Yakshagana Study Center, coordinator of NG Pavanjay Chair in Fine Arts, coordinator of Swami Vivekananda Study Center, Bangalore University, and also chairman of governing body of Vivekananda Autonomous College, Puttur. Sir is also PhD supervisor at Srinivas University, Bangalore. Sir's area of specialization and research is development, economics, rural development, and institutional economics. Sir has authored more than 29 books in economics, 4 reference books, and 110 papers published in reputed international and national journals and in edited volumes. Sir visited Thailand, Malaysia, Canada, China, North Cyprus, South Africa, and Muscat to present papers in international conferences. Presented 28 papers in international and 116 papers in national conference. In addition to participated as resource person in several workshops and training programs. Sir has completed 2 major research projects sponsored by UGC and ICSSR and 2 minor research projects. Sir has successfully supervised 18 research scholars who are awarded with PhD degrees in economics from Bangalore University 2007-2016, and he was the member of Board of Studies, Board of Appointment, and Board of Examination in several universities. In addition to several awards recently, he has been awarded by Amity University in Noida by awarding Excellent Professor in Rural Development and Institutional Economics and Golden Aim Award, Most Innovative Education Leadership Award in Economics by Dai Energy Business Solutions, Haryana. On behalf of all of us here, sir, we welcome you to this and to this national conference. In the absence, we welcome Dr. A. Srinivas Rao, sir, who is the Pro-Chancellor, Srinivas University and Vice President of A. Shanava Foundation. We welcome you, sir. In the absence, we also welcome Srimati A. Vijayalakshmi R. Rao, Member Board of Governors, Srinivas University, Bangalore. We welcome you, madam. In the absence, Professor Engineer Srimati Mitra S. Rao, Member Board of Governors, Srinivas University, Bangalore. We welcome you, madam. The coverage spirit and the guidance for research and for advancing us in day-to-day development is none other than our Vice Chancellor, Dr. P.S. Aidal, sir. Dr. P.S. Aidal, sir, has been instrumental in shaping many students' thought processes and research activities in their academic life and has excelled in developing our university to what height we are today. On behalf of everybody here, sir, we welcome you to this conference. I also welcome Dean of Institute of Port and Shipping, Dr. Sonia Madam, to this program. I also welcome all the HODs as well as presenting scholars and professors who are presenting the papers in this conference today, both offline and online. I welcome all of you to this conference. I also welcome students who are being part of this program, and students are the future representatives and future torchbearers of our nation. I welcome all of you students to this program. I also welcome the non-teaching staff as well as the technical teams, as well as the media coverage teams, and all the supporting staff who are part of this program. I extend a warm welcome to all of you. I also extend a warm welcome and support for two ladies who have done this program innovatively in a very developed manner. That is Dr. Garbeshri and Dr. Sujaya, who are the conveners of MANEGMA-2023. I welcome all the faculty members and students once again. Have a good day and good presentations in terms of your topics for the conference, that is Hybrid One-Day National Conference on recent trends in management, social sciences and technology. I once again welcome all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. A warm welcome to you too, sir. Now I request Dr. C. Ravi Raghavendra Rao, Chancellor, to formally welcome our chief guest, Srinivas Mohammed. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. P.S. Aikar, Vice Chancellor, Srinivas University, to formally welcome Dr. Srimati Kalurayas. Now I request our Vice Chancellor, Dr. P.S. Aikar, sir, to formally welcome our Chancellor, Dr. C. A. Raghavendra Rao. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Amit to florally welcome Professor Venkatesh Ami, Dean, Institute of Management and Commerce. I request Dean Professor Venkatesh Ami to florally welcome our Vice Chancellor, Dr. P.S. Aikar. Thank you, sir. May the lights of this lamp illuminate our path and guide us towards the truth and knowledge. I request all the dignitaries to light the lamp. Thank you, Nikki. Now I request Dr. Sujya, conference convener, to brief the insights about MANEGMA 2023.
Good morning, one and all present here. I am Dr. Surya, faculty member of Srinivas University. Take the pleasure to brief about the MANEGMA. MANEGMA 2000 series of conference started in the year 2003. This year, we are organizing the 21st conference in this series. From 2003 onwards, we have conducted MANEGMA conference and many papers were presented from different colleges and they received ISBN numbers for the publication and also certificate for the papers. In 2023, we are hosting MANEGMA with the theme Recent Trends in Management, Social Science and Technology, where we have some themes to management, technology, and also from social science, where we have some topics related to finance, marketing, accounting, climate innovations, environmental sustainability, and also data mining, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, cybersecurity, along with education, healthcare, food and nutrition, and travel and tourism. We are happy to inform that we have received many papers for this conference where we have hybrid mode of presentation. So finally, I thank these and the faculty members who have joined hands with us for conducting this event. Thank you all.
Thank you. Now it's time to listen to the words of our chief guest, Sri Nizar Mohammed sir. I request you to address the gathering.
Respected Chancellor, Srinivas University, Dr. J. Raghavendra, Dr. Srikati Kaluraya, Research Professor and Guide, Srinivas University, Dr. T.S. Aital, Vice Chancellor, Srinivas University, Dr. Sonia Arona, Professor Venkatesh Amin, Dr. Sujaya, dignitaries of dais, honorable guests, teachers, and dear students. To tell you the truth, I feel both proud and humbled for being the chief guest in this function. Proud because it is obviously an honor conferred on me, and humble because I don't sincerely feel that at this age and stage I really deserve it. Anyways, I thank the organizers for the honor bestowed on me. Well, I am not the right person to talk on this topic today on MANEGMA, but I will give you certain insights from my side. Well, friends, it is now universally recognized that modern secular education is indispensable for any individual or any community to progress. Well, I speak on the importance of research in any fields, be it higher studies, business, career, etc. The current challenges are like environment, food, employment, polluting, business problems, etc. In certain business or industries, we have environmental problems like air pollution, water pollution, and waste disposal problems. We have to research on these problems and later enter such businesses. In fact, in our business, which is fish meal and fish oil industry, we do have a lot of challenges, and especially the wastewater disposal, polluting air, and many others. Of course, we are overcoming all these challenges and going forward. From lab to industries. Currently, everything gets stored in bookshelves. It should be spread out. Hence, industry and institute collaborations are a must. Exchange of ideas, problems, and solutions has to happen on a calendar basis regularly, which is at a slow pace right now. Otherwise, we tend to lose out on startups. Our students have ideas and they need to be connected to associations, tinkering labs, incubation centers, etc. Friends, it is needless to say that we cannot rest on our laurels. We must struggle further and see that this institution keeps growing not only here but spreads its wings to other backward parts of the district. The message on modern education through research and secular ideas should reach out rural areas too, with the help of progressive elements in the society and generous contributions of the well-to-do sections. In conclusion, I would like to quote the great Greek philosopher Plato, who asserted, "Students are not pots to be filled in, but lights to be ignited." This means that modern education through research must aim at stimulating the thinking and critical facilities of the students in addition to providing information and knowledge. Thank you one and all for giving an opportunity to address you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. MANEGMA 2023 received a wonderful response. We have received papers from various states. The abstract of these papers are put up together as a book. I request our chief guest to release this book of abstracts. Dignitaries. Last year, we conducted an international conference. The proceedings of the same has come out with an ISBN number. I now request our dignitaries to release this conference proceedings. Thank you, dignitaries. Let us now listen to the words of Dr. Shripati Kaladaria, the guest of honor.
Honorable Chancellor of Srinivas University, Vice Chancellor Professor B.S. Ricard, sir, all the dignitaries of the dais, faculty members, research scholars, students, and the delegates of the conference. Very good morning to all of you. I am privileged to stand before you to talk a few words about the conference. First of all, I will congratulate the MBA department for being thought to have this national conference. on recent trends in management, social science, and technology. I understand management, social science, and technology. After social science, there is no comma. Therefore, I read it as social science and technology. In the sense, in this society also, we have the concept of science and technology. The concept of science and technology is not merely what we understand in the sense of materialistic. Science and technology is included in the value system as well. Many of the social phenomena are scientific, and the rituals related to these phenomena are technology. Take, for example, marriage. This is science. Very essential for the continuity of the human generation or any generation of any animals or any living things. But a ritual is involved which varies from north to south or country to country or region to region, religion to religion, community to community. This technology. So therefore, I make this conference to explore such things in a much broader way, rather than understanding things, management, okay, fine, flourishing it is now. Sociology is somewhere very silent. After Professor M.N. Srinivas, we don't see sociology is coming up. It's very silent, confused, with so many issues within it. Old, tradition, new, modern, so many things are confused and it is very silent now, sociology. Science and technology is market oriented. So therefore, a right topic is taken by MBA department to understand the things in a very different conceptual framework. And I hope that the conference will make something very unique contribution as the whole activity of the Srinivas University is doing in its every endeavor. So I wish all the paper presenters and also once again congratulate the organizers, and I place my views on the topic of the keynote on this particular topic maybe after the inaugural session. So with this I conclude and once again congratulate all the organizers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational words. May I now request our Vice Chancellor to speak a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Chancellor, who is the presiding of MANEGMA-2023, which is the 21st conference under this MANEGMA 2000 series banner. Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Nisar Ahmad, who is an entrepreneur and creating a lot of values to the first industry sector products. Then we have another guest of honor, Professor Srinivas, who is going to give a keynote speech after the inaugural session. So I will take only 2 minutes because our Honorable Chancellor is a senior citizen and with a lot of responsibilities today, with busy schedule. Still, he has accepted our invitation and being the part of this 21st conference management 2023. So we all wholeheartedly welcome and thank him for his active involvement, and he is going to bless our students, our presenters during this inaugural session. So this MANEGMA 2000 series is started in the year 2003, 1 year after starting MAGMA 2000 series. So we started MAGMA 2000 series in the year 2002, which is a management competition fest, inter-college management competition fest. Students of MBA program are planning, designing, organizing, and involving in all activities of this MANEGMA 2000 series. And next year we thought, along with this competition arrangement, students should get hands-on research experience. So some of the students are researchers. Some of the students can see how other researchers present their idea in the form of a paper, so that they will also get that idea of innovative thinking and creating some novelty and converting it into a business proposition. So with this 20 years of last year, 20 years of experience, we have started some new innovations in our MBA curriculum, which includes in the first semester, we have added 2 industry analysis for each student. In the second semester, 2 company analysis is added as a part of your curriculum. In third semester, 2 CEOs you have to analyze and submit your report in the form of a scholarly article. And in the last semester, we have introduced business plan development. So these innovations added to the curriculum will enhance your confidence to identify and start your own business. Now next year onwards, with the permission of Honorable Chancellor, we are going to introduce a new experiential learning model like internship called incubationship. So students can opt 6 months, means 1 semester incubationship, where they can nurture their own idea with the help of a small mentoring team, and they can create a digital space to start and develop their own business, so that they have to complete that incubationship with a startup company. So with this idea, next semester you will get, our MBA students will get an opportunity to emerge as business owners with their own company through this incubationship. So this today there are about 39 papers selected for presentation within the given short period of time in the panel session. So I request all our MBA students to take part in these presentations and find the new ideas to start your own business in future days. Due to changes in technology and perception of the people in the society, here onwards employments are going to come down. Everyone should plan their own business and become entrepreneurs. So especially MBA students should emerge as entrepreneurs by starting their own startup company. So the university, through its programs, will nurture the students by offering incubationship program. So I am sure that many of our MBAs will come out as owner of their own companies in future days, with in the different sectors, industry sectors, so that we need not worry about unemployment for the youth in the society. So I thank all our guests to be here with us for the inaugural session. I am sure that all our research scholars and students who are going to present the papers will improve the quality of their paper based on the comments and the criticism received from others, so that they can submit the full-fledged paper for next year proceedings. So the proceedings with the ISBN number and the DY number is very important for your CV, and hence you can add weightage to your CV and get satisfaction. With this, I wish you all the best for the entire conference proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your motivational words. May I now request our Chancellor, Dr. C. A. Raghavendra Rao, to deliver the presidential remarks.
respected Dr. Kalunaya, Srinivas Kalunaya, respected industrialist Muhammad, and my dear young exile, future exile, which is in the country. This magma, this managma, we have started since several years back, and every year one conference on this kind of conference on magma is going on every year. Parents and students are participating. The idea is students should know, they themselves think of this idea, form ideas, and organize to approach the guests, approach get the invitation printed, and see that the organization is done in a very meticulous way. It is not only just what can do in a haphazard manner, because when you are new in it, it will not be very orderly. You should watch how the things are happening and then implement yourself. That motivation should be there to learn things. Keep your eyes and ears open so that you will be able to organize the meeting in a proper way. You should know how to address people, how to bring people, how to talk to people, and how to engage in different category of people in different ways. Secondly, the magma is one thing where it improves your experience, your intelligence, your practical approach, knowledge, and as our chief guest has said, technology. Technology also is the mind. Management also is a technology. How to manage IT is a different technology. Not necessarily you have every machine and everything, but the organization itself is a different way and presentation should go on impressing people. And what is required in MBA is working. It is more common sense and a thinking brain flow, a positive thinking brain flow. If you are to start thinking in a negative way, I tell you, the object will be totally different. You will be a different figure, non-social element in the society. But I want all of you to be productive direction. You should contribute your mind to build the nation. In economic field, business field, industry field, everywhere I tell you, wherever human activity is there, your presence is required, and people are required to manage things. So you have a lot of responsibility when you go out of the institution. And before you go out, get all the practical training, have a practical approach for everything. You should learn, keep your, wherever you go, whether you are here or outside, whether you are in family, or keep your eyes and ears open to know new things. Don't push away thinking that it is very negative like that. There are, even in the negative item, there are new things that are coming up which you can learn. Learning is a process, I tell you. It is not until you are a PhD or PhD here and there. It is a learning process throughout your life. And every day your experience contributes to your improvement, improved status, and improved contribution to the society, which has made you what you are today, which has provided you all the facilities of this learning, having acquired, getting knowledge and all that. So your contribution in nation building and economic building, finance building, managing industry is very, very significant, and you can play a major role in almost all the activities that human beings are involved. The idea is here we must get all this presence of mind, common sense. The MBA people should have a lot of common sense, but I tell you, it is most common things. Try to pick up during your 4 years period. The maximum quantum of common sense, if that is there, you will shine wherever you go. I am sure the lead is given very good by the two chief guests today, and you will, through the day, you will be very busy discussing different papers, different aspects of things. But don't end with that. Continue thinking, continue contributing, continue. You are about to learn more and more things and wider your field. And as the Vice Chancellor has already said, you must think of setting up your own industry. you can get the employment very easily. I tell you, there is no overemployment as of today in the country. But at the same time, think in a different way. You should think you should be an employer than an employer. If that is possible, if you plan your future now by name itself and think of it, 40%. No doubt, initially for some years, you may have to try some employment so that you can get the understanding, difficulties of establishment and all that. So once you get the proper experience, I am sure you will be able to successfully manage any industry instead of any. With this, I wish you all good luck. I think I am sure by the end of the day, you will be more intelligent what you are now at present. You will get more material to think about it and further develop your knowledge and contribute to the welfare of the nation and the human beings. With this, I conclude. Thank you very much, and I wish you all good luck.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. May I now request our Chancellor, Dr. C.A. Raghavendra Rao, to present a memento to our Chief Guest, Sri Nisar Mohammed sir, as a token of gratitude. Thank you, sir. May I now request our Vice Chancellor, Dr. P.S. Saitar, to present the memento to our Chief Guest of Honor, Dr. Sripati Kalluraya. Thank you, sir. We have now come to the end of the formal function. I request Dr. Sonia Norona, Dean, Institute of Port Shipping and Logistics Management, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Respected Chancellor, Srinivas University and President of Asia Amara Foundation, His Excellency Dr. C.A. Raghavendra Rao sir, Shri Nisar Fakir Mohammed sir, Director, ACCI and Managing Director, Coastal Group, Dr. Sripati Kalluraya, Research Professor and Guide, Srinivas University, Dr. P.S. Saital, Vice Chancellor, Srinivas University, other dignitaries on the dais, a very good morning to you all. I take this opportunity to propose the vote of thanks on this special day of one-day National Conference on Recent Trends in Management, Social Science and Technology, MANEGMA-2023. Here, I would like to thank Dr. C.A. Raghavendra Rao, Honorable Chancellor, for being here today with us and giving us his blessings, sharing us his words of wisdom. His words of wisdom has always been encouraging us as well as motivating us in all our work. So, on behalf of all of us gathered here, I wholeheartedly thank you, sir. I would like to thank our Pro-Chancellor, Dr. A. Srinivas Rao sir, in his absence. I thank today's chief guest, Shri Nisar Fakir Mohammed, Director, KCCI and Managing Director, Coastal Group, for accepting our invitation and being a part of this research conference. Not only being an expert in his field, I've also heard his service to in the community, especially to the underprivileged student community. So we need such people in our society, sir. Thank you for being part of this program today. The thanks are due to Dr. Sripati Kalluraya, Research Professor and Guide, Srinivas University, who is a guest of honor today and today's keynote speaker. I thank you, sir. I thank Dr. P.S. Aital, Vice Chancellor, Srinivas University, for encouraging and guiding us in every occasion. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Professor Venkateshwani, Dean, Institute of Management and Commerce, for putting forth such a fruitful and knowledgeable conference today. Thank you, sir. I thank and congratulate our HOD as well as Dr. Kavashri, Dr. Sujaya, for the conveners of MANEGMA-2023 for their efforts. Thank you, Madam. Thank you, sir. On this occasion, I thank all the faculties, students, and the researchers for taking part in MANEGMA 2023, and I wish you gain experience, learn from today's speakers, paper presenters, build a strong network, and stay updated with the latest trends and developments in your field. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Let it be like that only. Yeah. Ah. Okay. Again program will continue.
Let us now pray for the high tea.
A high tea is arranged outside the gathering hall. I request all the delegates to kindly join this.
and technology. And we are to review the recent trends. In all these fields of knowledge, if you want to review the recent trend, the first thing that you need to have is a sense of research. What is research? And how it is relevant to understand or review the recent trends of any field of knowledge. Most provides a framework for evaluating and incorporating new experiences and information. One of the best definition of knowledge. So knowledge is nothing but experience. What we experience, we put it into knowledge box. But very thankfully, those knowledges those experiences which you can't tell to others, which you can't publish to others, you use yourself to take care in future. Many of the experience which we can't publish it is very useful for our own connections, for our own taking care in future. But that part of experience, which are having values, which are having contextual information, those things we publish and we put it in the knowledge box. So therefore, human experiences are helpful to form the knowledge world. It exists in both explicit and tacit forms. In the sense, as I said, some of the experiences will be within us for us to take care in future life, and many of the experiences we publish it for the future generation or for future production of knowledge. Internalizing knowledge strengthens the state-based knowledge. Both these lead to better human interactions. As you gain more knowledge, more experience, it helps you to make your interactions much better. The world of knowledge, you wonder to see that such form of knowledge has created a world, what is called as the world of knowledge. And just view it in the sense that there are so many like social science, life science, natural science, environmental science, so many sciences. Within that, if you take social science alone, you see economics, sociology, mathematics, physics, psychology, and so many such fields. And this classification of knowledge fields into different groups are for the convenience of learning. They are not, in its true sense, they are separated. They are only interlinked to each other, interrelated to each other. But for management of knowledge, for better learning of knowledge, we classify them like social sciences, management sciences, or natural sciences, technology, like that. It is just for managing the knowledge, we are classifying them so that you can easily study them and make yourself specialize yourself in one field of knowledge. And if you take any one field of knowledge, it is having its own world of knowledge again. So I being an economist, I will select economics, and when I enter into the economics knowledge world, I see so many classifications like macroeconomics, microeconomics, international economics, environmental economics, industrial economics, regional economics, international economics, cultural economics, like that, health economics. And these new knowledges are forming new classes, new domains of knowledge as we do more research and we put more knowledge in the knowledge box. Health economics was not there earlier. Environmental economics was not there earlier, 30 years back. So these are new. Cultural economics is a new created a class in economic knowledge. So as you put more knowledge from your experience into the knowledge box, it creates its own component within it. So this is how the ever expanding knowledge world which you need to understand. And if you take management as the domain of your, you just remove as a class of knowledge, and if you enter into this, you will see so many things. It could be HR or financial management, marketing management, personal management, so many things. So you have so many specializations that you can classify and you study them. And again, I said, either personal management or marketing management or financial management, all these are interlinked if you want to assess the success of the management. They are not separate, but we are making a separation because of our academic purpose, and thereby we can better manage the knowledge of management. The knowledge management technique classification. So unless you do like this, you cannot systematically learn the new specialized forms of knowledge that has entered into your knowledge box. So that is why you should understand the knowledge world, and in each knowledge world, if you take one domain, it will have its own world of knowledge, and management or sociology or technology or science, like that. Mathematics, you take, it will have its own technology, algebra, so many things. Physics, you take sound, electronics, light, so many divisions. So if you enter into this each component of the knowledge, it has its own domain. And as you go deeper in each knowledge, you get specialized in that field of knowledge. And then you will realize the need for doing research further to enter or to expand the knowledge sphere in which you are specialized, in which you are working. If you are working in management, take one piece of that and go deep in that. You will see some darkness and you have to enlighten that. That is what the new knowledge will emerge out there in form of a light. So, as knowledge world makes you and helps you to move deeper in the knowledge field, and once you reach to one corner where you will see dark, in the sense, beyond that there is no knowledge on that, or less knowledge on that, then you should take it as a point for doing research, and that takes you to a new light area where you are contributing a new piece of knowledge, and this is how the knowledge industry expands, and it will never end all. So that's why research is an important component in the knowledge industry, in the knowledge production. It is in the investigation. I request all the research scholars mainly to be blank, come out from what knowledge you have. You be zero now. And think from fresh. So many things have been put into your mind. Empirical research, so many different types of research, so many kind of things. Mathematics, statistics, computer, SPSS package, so many things. So you're totally confused. Come to blank and think that what you want to go, you are going to investigate. What is your interest that you want to investigate? Try to search that based on your existing knowledge. Your existing knowledge should not confuse you to reach the ultimate goal. That is what you wanted to investigate. What is that you wanted to invent? So it is a systematically managing your existing knowledge to find out new knowledge. And see, what you are doing is academic research for PhD or for MPhil. Your target is to get a PhD. I'm not talking about that research. Research is a sense. everyone will have this sense. Only thing is people may not recognize this. While cooking in the kitchen, you do things in a very experimental way. Some people will do things in a very routine way. Methodology becomes very important in research because a man who is having a research sense will try with different methods. How to prepare tea, for example. All of you know that. How to prepare tea. Tea can be prepared in several methods. Put water, boil it in fire, then put tea powder, then finally put milk, sugar. Or milk should and water mix it up first, then boil, then put, once it started to boil, you put sugar or tea powder, its taste will be different. Or separately in a small cup of water, you boil tea powder, prepare the decoction, then mix it with milk, that's another method. Its taste will be different. So each method when you cook, you can adopt different methods. And those who are having experimental sense, even though they are not postgraduates, even though they are not doctorates, they keep on doing these experiments. And they try and enjoy the difference in taste that they observe. And many people may not find out the differences in taste. See, in music, for example, there are 7 words, sa, re, ga, ma, pa. Sorry, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, ga, ni, 7 words. Put them in different combinations, creates a new raga. Whether it's Kannada or Ramsaswani or Ramsanandi, whatever it is, different ragas are created by fixing these different combinations. So people invent to create a new raga by putting another combination of these 7 words. 60 ragas or Janya ragas, so many things they created. See, this is what creation, innovation, new ideas. And new things are created, new piece of knowledge are created. Many people who don't have any sense of research, they don't find difference between Kannada raga and the Todi raga or Kalyani or Amsatri. They look same. What's the difference between them? A sense who is having a sense of research will identify this is different, because the combination of words are different. So therefore, the method that you adopt in investigation becomes very important to understand the concepts and innovate new ideas, either in management or social science or in technology. And for this, what is important is you have to critically review the existing knowledge on the field on which you are doing work. Whether it's music or cooking or maybe management or social science, within that, any field like sociology, psychology or social work, anything, you should have what is the existing understanding on a given issue that you are going to investigate or experiment with. Existing knowledge helps you to investigate the new knowledge. That is the advantages of this knowledge industry, and no other industry is having this advantage, because in the knowledge industry, input is knowledge, output is also knowledge. And the production of knowledge is free of cost. You can produce a new idea, new knowledge, without doing any investment. But what is the investment required is knowledge. So as you experience more, as you read more, that's why your teachers are telling, read all the time. Because that's the only way, no shortcut. Read and try to understand the existing knowledge in the given field of knowledge. That makes you to be more creative, it helps you to get new ideas, and thereby the whole story can be changed. Whole story can be changed. This is the best example that our primary teacher with great respect to all those teachers, we remember them. They were telling about thirsty crow. There was a crow feeling thirsty, looking for water here and there, and finally saw water in a pot, but the water was deep. It thought of a plan to bring stone and put into that, and the water came up. The flew away after drinking water. This is the story. But recently, one small kid was telling to teacher when this story was narrated in the class that it's a foolish frog. Teacher asked, it is not foolish, you are foolish, sit down. That's the attitude of many teachers. Then teacher realized something must be there with this kid. So she came and asked why that it's a foolish frog. He would have thought of a straw to use or to drink water instead of putting stones because it's already thirsty. It is tired. And taking these stones and putting into that and getting itself further thirsty or further tired, instead of that, it would have thought of straw. To use the straw and drink water. See, innovations. Because during our days, straw was not an innovative material. Now kids are seeing that everywhere the juice or tender coconuts they are used to drink by straw. So it is applying it, adapting it to this story. So therefore, the new technology, new experience makes you to create new knowledge even at the small age. There is no need to be post-graduation. Post-graduations are eligibility for me to do research for PhD degree, further degree in the academic ladder. But innovation, sense of research is within every human being. Only thing is that we need to recognize it, have it, encourage it, manage it, so that its outcome will be useful to social sciences and technology. Next. So you know this very common classification of different types of research. Pure research, or what you call as theoretical research, and applied research. Applied researches are for application. I say that pure research is science, applied research is technology. Because technology is to adapt. Pure research or theoretical research are more science. So what is the theoretical pure research? You have different types of research under this, and further this can be expanded. We will discuss later as we progress one by one what is the difference between the historical and the futuristic research, or exploratory and explanatory research, descriptive and prescriptive research. Most of the time in management, you need to have the prescriptive research. Because in management, most of the companies are having certain problems. Maybe problems related to labor unrest in a company. So an HR specialist will be consulted for solving this problem. So the HR consultant will come and make a survey among the labor group. Then he will identify or investigate the root cause of the labor unrest in the company. Then he will prescribe a solution for the company, because the very purpose of doing this investigation is to prescribe a solution for the existing problem. So such research or investigations, what we call as the prescriptive research, analytical and synthetic case study and survey methods, longitudinal, because when you say historical, it should be longitudinal only. And the cross-sectional is comparative study, experimental and test-based. Conducting research is a very complex process. Many of the research scholars, they know now how complex it is. And it can be made easy only when you understand the basic concepts of research. Because the research is philosophical. That's why I told you in the beginning, you come out from what you have about research in your mind. Because what you have in your mind is to complete your thesis. It is not that. Completing your thesis is a requirement of PhD degree, not research. Research requirement is you need to be philosophical. You need to be more theoretical. You need to be more clear in concepts. Philosophy, you know that, it's a very systematic examination of the assumptions that underlie an action. In economics, I used to tell always the story of diminishing marginal utility theory. Alfred Marshall, the great neoclassical economist, pronounced this theory, diminishing marginal utility, in 1902. That means almost 120 years back. But still it is true, and it is true everywhere. What it tells, when you consume your favorite piece of sweet once, your pleasure will be more. If you consume one more piece, pleasure will be same. But if you keep on increasing number of pieces of sweet that you eat, more and more, at some point, its pleasure starts to decline. And you reach into a stage where the pleasure or utility that you derive from that marginal piece will be zero. And this is true for everyone. We have experienced this, but we fail to put it in the form of a theory. So it is Alfred Marshall who created his own space and like a satellite observed all over the world with regard to consumers and created this particular phenomena or experience into a theory, what is called as diminishing marginal utility theory. So it is every common man's experience, but only Alfred Marshall can convert this piece of experience into a knowledge or into a theory, which is universally accepted and it is true forever. So theory is therefore universally accepted, it should be true forever. Three interactive elements of a philosophical framework is ontology, epistemology, and hegemony. Ontology helps or makes you to ask how we see our world. See, at present, making yourself blank of all your knowledge, how you look into this world. Epistemology tells how we think about world. In seeing, there is no thinking. You are just seeing one. But now, after seeing that, how do you think about it? See, when I say some word here, 50 members here sitting may think on that in a different way. 50 varieties. So you are seeing me alone here, making my presentation. That is common. But when you think about my presentation, 50 of you will think in 50 styles. So that matters a lot, an important element of philosophical framework. And the axiology, which tells the values that will determine how we should and actually act in research and practice. This is what we refer in research, academic research as the methodology. Which tools have to be used, what data have to be collected, how this data have to be collected, whether primary data used or secondary data used, and primary data collection, different methods are there. Which method is suitable for your kind of sample or population or kind of information what you need to gather. So that is what we call axiology. Concepts is very important. I think many of us who are in the knowledge industry, we fail to make ourselves the clarity of concepts. For example, with a simple term I will explain. Unemployment. When I say unemployment, you immediately get into your mind based on your understanding or existing knowledge that it's a situation of no employment for people who seek employment. That's immediately what we get into our mind. He is a man who looking for employment but not getting employment. He is unemployed. No, because this varies from situation to situation, context to context. Unemployment in India is different from unemployment in USA or in developing countries. Because in USA or developing countries, unemployment is a situation which is created by the economic recessions or economic changes, transformations. Here it is not like that. Here unemployment is a permanent problem because we have excess population. Labor or workforce is very high. So the unemployment what we refer in Indian context is different from the unemployment what we refer in developing countries. Therefore, these differences you need to, the unemployment cannot have same conceptual meaning in research. In each context, it will be different. Small farm, marginal farm, big farm. See, we just casually say this, but it is not specific. Small farm means what? How much? 1 acre of land, or 2 acres of land, or 5 acres of land, or 50 acres of land. For ragi cultivation, 1 acre of land is small, but for plantation crops, 1 acre is big. So you need to be very clearly tell the conceptual meaning of the terms that you use in your research. So management like that, management when you say, or social science when you say, out of a very immediately getting sense of meaning or dictionary meaning, they are different, but where you use it, that matters, that it gives a conceptual meaning. Manage yourself. See, the conceptual meaning of management is different there. Financial management, the concept of management is different there. Marketing management, it is different from the concept, different from the marketing management is different from financial management. So that is why, so in a given context, what the savings concept is, what investment concept is, and what expenditure means. Sometimes expenditure means investment also. So you need to be very careful to make money, for example. You say money, always show the rupees or currencies. No. Money is that currency in a given context. Money in India may be rupees, but money in USA is dollar. So concept of money is different in different contexts. Human resource. Some people say human beings are not resource. But in management science, we are using them as a human resource because that is one of the factors of production. Because the concept of resources which are used as a factors of production in the process. So therefore human beings are used as a factors of production, most important factors of production in the production process. That's why we refer to them resources. But the ancient knowledge people, they don't agree that we human beings are treated as resources. Human beings are not human. When you say resources, the humanity values are vanished. Because they are getting the values of the other resources like the land, capital. They are looked in terms of money only. So income, expenditure, savings, investment, all these are different concepts, and either in management or social sciences or technology, the concept that you are using in any one context need very clear, then only it is possible to get into new idea, new creation without any hurdle. Okay, theory is a statement that is very much tested because theory, one sentence in theory they say, but it doesn't mean that volumes of books they might have written to come out with that theory. Therefore, it is a summary of a phenomena explained. A phenomena is explained in a summary form, which is tested and proved, and universally true, and it will be true forever. Then only it will be theory. Theory can be like theory can be like, because in any research, theory is most important. You say thesis, and the thesis or theory makes you to be critical on that, and you create an anti-theory or anti-thesis. That helps you to create a new theory. So that much the knowledge field is expanded. You can either prove theory or disprove and modify theory, and thereby contribute your knowledge to the knowledge industry. A theory without practice is sterile, and practice without a theory is futile. It's a good statement. Many of the researchers that we are doing academic research are less aware of the importance of theory. Even when you do empirical research, collect data and apply some statistics, use SPSS package or use statistical techniques, do all treatment for that and come out with a result. It gives a result, but this result is not in accordance with the existing theory in that field of knowledge. It will never connect it to the broader domain of knowledge in which you have done research. Theoretical frame helps you to link your research outcome to the existing knowledge. Whether that theory is modified, whether that theory is supported, whether that theory is disproved by your result, is the outcome of your research. Without which, your result remains as a result, findings of your research. But whether this finding is disproving the theory or it is supporting the existing understanding of the knowledge in that particular domain of knowledge, whether it disproves that theory and modifies that theory, then only your research work is linked with the existing knowledge in the field of any field for that matter. So therefore, without a focus, researchers should recognize and appreciate the interdependence among the theory, research and practice. Theory, practice, many people will say, it is theoretical only, it is not practical, in common sense also. This shows their level of understanding the theory and practice. All in theory is good, but in practice it cannot be. People argue like that. No. Every theory is emerged out of practice. Because your practice experience only made to frame a theory. And this theory is a platform for your next action, next practice. So therefore, we, the learned people, should not make such a statement that they are theoretical, not practical. A common man can say that because we know the level of understanding that he has. But we learned people should not say like this, because theory cannot be created without practice. Or without a theory, a practice cannot be made comfortable. They are mutually linked to each other. Next. In review of literature is mainly to understand the existing knowledge in the field. We are reviewing the literature, and see, knowledge is not created from vacuum. Knowledge is created within you based on your knowledge, based on the knowledge you have. That is what I told. Knowledge is the input for creating new knowledge, and this output is also knowledge. So, knowledge industry is having knowledge as input, and the output is also knowledge. It is the only industry where both input and output is same, that is knowledge, and that is why if you want to put input to producing new knowledge, new idea, new creation, you should use existing knowledge. And existing knowledge to know, you should review literature. There are 5 key steps in writing literatures. This is mainly for those who are involved in academic research. Search for relevant literature. What is relevant for your the objectives or your aimed destination goals, and evaluate these resources sources of literature, and identify themes, debates, and gaps. After that is why you need to read. Only when you read in a critical way, that helps you to identify the themes, that helps you to identify the dimensions of discussions on a particular field of knowledge, and what kind of debates are going on, and what are the gaps. You'll be able to find out what is the research gap in this particular field of knowledge. Outline the structure, how to frame it, and write your review of literature. Therefore, review of literature is an important practice in research to understand the existing knowledge or existing, what we call the level of understanding in your domain of knowledge. We need repetitive research and not repetitive research. Therefore, review of literature helps you to dissolve. Instead of repeating a research, you need to repetitive or innovative or new ideas to be created. Then you should know what is that existing now, so that it should not repeat in my research. 3 possibilities. The area is over research, under research, and unresearched. That you will come to know 3 dimensions of doing your research review of literature. You will come to know about which dimensions or which issues in that field of knowledge are highly researched, moderately researched, or less researched. Less researched area, as I said, as you enter into the domain of the knowledge and you reach to a point where the darkness is seen. So, unresearched area is that particular area in the world of knowledge, in the tunnel of knowledge, where there will be dark. That's why they are not researched. So now you have to take the task of researching there and enlightening and further taking the tunnel forward. Identification of research gaps and less researched dimensions helps you to take your research problem and make statement of research problem. Among the academic researchers, there is saying that well-defined problem is half solved. If you define your problem clearly, your research problem is half solved. Before you sit down, you understand where you are standing. That is the situation of making your statement. Before you sit anywhere, you should assess yourself where I am standing. So that is what you find your problem properly, and research questions are like a door to the research field under study. Objectives, you need to be very clear what is your central purpose, what is specific purpose, and it should be very clearly focused and consistent to each, one by one. Next. Where do we get the hypothesis from? This is another area where every researcher and many of the we like research guides also need to be more clear about what is the hypothesis. Accepting or refuting or cross-finding. Different methods of research includes deductive, next, inductive approach, and quantitative approaches using statistics, mathematics, computer applications, and this using statistics, mathematics, computer applications have become major tools of or facilitator to doing research either in management or social science or in technology. So, but we should know that, and in the process of doing the research and many mathematical, statistical, and the application of computers, they have become more important than your original subject. That should not be there. In the sense, your original focus, your goal, your domain of knowledge, that should be always in the center. Statistics, computer science, application of computers, or mathematical application, or applications of models, all these are facilitators. What happens nowadays is in the field of, in the process of doing academic research, we forget our domain and we are very much fascinated with these type of tools for facilitating field. That is a very dangerous thing. This is between subjects, not within the subjects. It's called between subjects, male, female, or maybe urban, rural, that way. Next, cluster sampling in sampling is used. There are different types of variables which are defined in a very like confounding variable. Next, control group and treatment group. Control variables. Correlation and causation or whatever regression is commonly used. Critical discourses analysis, cross-sectional analysis. Next. Explanatory and response variables. Explanatory and response variables. As we have very commonly known dependent variable, independent variables and that. So exploratory research. Next. Internal and external validity. So validity testing is also done with internal and external forces that come in the future. Next. Like that, you have so many ideas to get into to become a researcher, thereby to look into a subject in a very different way. So I humbly request all the participants here to look into management, social science, technology with these views and thereby try to analyze the ongoing trend of these subjects. Not only as a management trend can be only applied with respect to the course curriculums, how it was earlier and how now it is. Or how management in a company expects, how it was 20 years back, how now it is. See, you can experiment with the different dimensions. That is why I told a sense of research is very important. How management education is given in this university and how it is given in other university and how it is given in IITs. So what is the difference? That helps you to come out with the present trend of management as a science, as a subject of, or as a curriculum in the universities. So therefore, understanding the recent trends in the field of management or social sciences or technology, you need to have these characteristics. And as I said, there are so many such things in research methodology that comes, and which I have not taken only few of them as a sample techniques or basic concepts I took to explain you, and like that. Once you acquire this, then making your thesis becomes very easy. When your focus is only on your thesis, you get so much text and time, and you relax yourself and see that how in all domains of knowledge the research is going on and what the common feature of doing research as a process is there. Then treating your topic becomes very easy. So therefore, this conference with management, social science and technology, the reviewing of research ongoing trend, would focus on all these different issues, either in academic or in general, or from the industrial point of view, or from the larger societal point of view. So presentations in this conference would, I hope, would be in this line, and that would be very useful for all the researchers. And I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to share my views with all of you here. Thank you. Any questions or any doubts, perhaps? Given some 5 minutes silence for you to interact with any doubts or thoughts. If there is no doubt, I made it in two ways. I made it very clear for you, so there is no doubt. Or I told so many things which I have not understood anything. Yes, please. Philosophy. Philosophy. Okay. Now, why that people who are working in the knowledge industry need to be philosophical beings? A very simple term to say, you need to be broader. Philosophical in the sense, you need to be broader. That should not come in any kind of debate, in any kind of discussions. That should not come ego as a matter. Personal ego. What I told is right. What I tell cannot be changed. So if you are a philosopher, you will be flexible. If it is something true that your mind accepts, you will accept it. You will not feel like you are defeated because you are philosophical, you are ready to accept. So as you become more philosophical, you become flexible to accept any anti-arguments also. So therefore, philosophical means a broader version of the knowledge and makes you to be more humble, more flexible, more acceptable, more open access. So, and when you become a researcher, you should have all these characteristics. Then only you can be a good researcher. Then only you can be a good knowledge manager. If you have a piece of knowledge with you and make yourself big out of it, that makes yourself, you are not, you are blocking your learning process. yourself you are blocking your learning process. When you have open mind, when you are philosophical, you are able to accept, you are able to convince. So therefore philosophy in the sense, not confining to narrow on your thesis, on your topic alone. It is my topic. No. When you are philosophical, you think in a very broader way. That's why I said, you come out from all knowledge about what you have in research now and try to understand what research is in real sense and develop a sense of research that makes you more philosophical. It will not make you only confined to your topic, your thesis, your discipline, MBA, MCom, or social science, sociology, social psychology. No. Because the world of knowledge is make them separate components to learn, but in its process of in its phenomena, they are interrelated to each other. So if you want to accept the interrelationship and broadness of the knowledge industry, you should be more philosophical.
Knowledge, the research input is knowledge and output is also knowledge. And the process, not the effect on the process.
See, the knowledge production or creation of new knowledge based on the existing knowledge, the treatment that you give to the existing knowledge is research process. As I said, review literature to understand the existing knowledge. Review the literature to understand the gaps existing in the present knowledge. Because the existing knowledge is time bound. Sometimes 20 years back, what knowledge was very prime. Now it might have become outdated. So when you review the literature, you see that it was good that it was at prime during 20 years back, but now it is outdated. What can be filled up with that? So that helps you, that knowledge what you acquire, by having an assessed knowledge from 20 years, helps you to find out this gap and see that it is this group now a new phenomena is created. So this you will put it in a new way and it becomes relevant in the present time. Maybe after 20 years that will also become irrelevant. This is how the thesis, antithesis, and the new thesis will emerge out. So it's a synthesis process.
You made when it comes to empathizing, those people empathizing with the group is just innovating. Pro will always do stones, not like pro will do stones. Not like water to a straw. I think empathizing with the different contextual context. That is what makes one more innovation.
You need to reflect that.
There is an observation.
Yeah. No, this is just an example that we know that crow cannot take straw and crow has a generation has not grown so much. We have grown. Yeah. No, but
I think it's important.
I just gave that as an example to identify the LKG students' creativity in turning the story. It may not be practically possible. Turning the story. See, it's like that. When you say, we don't think about. A teacher was telling, she has drawn a sun like around and lines around. Asked every UK students, what is this? When if it is asked to us, we immediately say wherever in the world that it is sun, because we know it is already fed. But their minds are not fed with it. And they started to tell me, one big set circuit is a big cave. Many ants are coming in line to eat it. And another big set is a big umbrella, all are stretching out their neck and being in. You might have seen in somewhere in this show. So like that, 42 students give 42 answers. It's a sign of human creation without having anything in their mind. As I told initially, keep your mind blank and see the situation. You read it in a very different way. You become more innovative, more creative. So similar to the case, kids are more creative. And these are, when we assess it further that it is not possible because the crow may not be knowing about straw, we know about it. It's different. But the creativeness of that kid, that is to be recognized. When you are blank in your mind, you become more creative. If you have something in your mind, you become more egoistic and you block yourself learning or creating new ideas. That is what the purpose I wanted. Thank you.
And then if it also is reflected as a cognition problem.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and being with us since morning. So, once again, a round of applause to Dr. Peter